that Amitabh Bachchan is working in this way. Now in a movie, Amitabh Bachchan is playing maybe a role in which he is having, you know, he has to act as a father. He has to act as a hero. He has to act as a son and so many others. So instead of learning one such, instead of learning one such query, key, and value, why can't we learn more query, key, value when you are behaving as a father? Query, key, value when you are behaving as a hero. Query, key, value when we are behaving at a particular thing. Now the point it is that why do you require so many different types of query, key, and value network? This is network number one. That's the network number two. Why you require more than one query, key, and query, key, and value matrices is that a word is not going to have a static or a fixed relationship. It is having relationship with this sentence in a different way. With other sentence, it's having another different type of relationship. And if you allow it to have more than one query, key, and value relationship, it will let your transformer network to learn and adapt to the upcoming new relationships or the dependency graphs that can be learned by learning more and more Q, K, and value. So by the way, what does a head mean? Head. One head mean one head mean one WQ, WK, WV, 1, 1, 1. Instead of one, I am learning the second one. W, 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 Q2, K2, V2. Then I am learning the third one. So a word can be versatile. A word, let me show you it in this way, that it, or some word which is actually over here. We are learning the self-attention, okay? And this is now using one head, it is having high with this, high with this, and high with this. Remaining things are low. Using second attention, it is high with this and high with this. Using the third attention, it's only high with this. Now, what does that mean? It means that the same word can have three different types of dependency graph, three different types of attention matrices, and this will be really meaningful because it wanted to behave not in a static one single dependency way, but maybe in many ways. And if you have more than one head, should not be huge amount of heads, but if it is more than one, maybe 2, 5, 8, or 10, probably it is better to capture the vast variety in which it can behave. Satyan sir, is that logical to you?
Yes, Aditya. Yes, continue.
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. So yeah, so now you can see that this is red is one head, green is other head, yellow is other head, blue is other head, and so on. So by the way, what are they? So they are actually multi-head attentions. That is actually MHA, multi-head attention. So once we understand this multi-head attention, we are okay. But the point is that with this, each and every head is going to give you each and every head is going to give you one final representation. How? This red one is going to give you, say, Z1. This green one is probably going to give you, say, Z2. This blue one is going to give you, say, Z3. So how to get one single representation? because word is single. You have got 3 representation, but finally you was only interested to get 1 representation. Very simple. What we used to do is that we concatenate all of them, Z1, Z2, Z3, and just show it to a neural network, which will convert it into one single Z. They become 64, 64, 64, and this will become finally 64. This is a single neural network that will first concat all of them, and then using nonlinear layers over here, few layers, nonlinear transformation, you have got a final 64 dimensional thing. That's a multi-head attention. Yes. So if this is done, you can see that we are almost there for the encoder part. What is that? That multiple, encoders. Within one encoder, you are having multi-head attention, which is having self-attention. Self-attention is having Q, K, V. Instead of having one, we are having Q1, 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 Q2, K2, V2, and so on. And then combine, concatenate, get a single Z. So for every word, again, going in, and you are going to get one such output. That's the fully connected. That's actually becomes a MHA, or the multi-head attention for you. Only small thing which is left. What is this fully connected? Fully connected is, by the way, very, very simple thing. What is that? I am going to show. So there are two simple things which are left, and then we are actually done with the encoder part, by the way. So what are they? One single encoder can actually be seen as input is coming in, then you have MHA layer, then you have add and norm layer. What is that? I am going to tell. And then you have feed forward. I just have shown feed forward network. And then you have again add and norm layer, and you get your output. By the way, what is this thing? This is nothing but things are going like this. Instead of this, it's also having one connection this, and one connection this. By the way, what are they? So first thing is that what is this? So you know that E1, E2, and E3 goes in, and after MHA, you all understand that each word, even though with multiple heads, finally got concatenated, and finally for each and every word, you will get one final embedding. So you will again get, E1, E2, E3 with a dashed version, and over that you apply add and norm. I will tell you, then still you will get E1 double dash, E2 double dash, E3 double dash. After that, you apply feed forward network. What is this feed forward? It's a fully connected network. It's simple, single, fully connected network, which will take your double dashed version one by one. They are not one by one because everything is parallel. So, but this is actually a fixed network. What type of network? This type of network, having few neurons over here and then few neurons over here, and fully connected network. You all understand what does that mean? It's a fully connected network. It will take E1, E2, E3 double dashed version, and then it will transform them once more into E1 triple dash, E2 triple dash. Whenever you wanted to learn more and more non-linearity, you apply few more non-linearly trained fully connected layers. So that is actually the fully connected network. Now the only thing which is left is, what is this add and norm? Add and norm, it's nothing. Add is a residual connection. You all understand what does a residual connection mean. Input koi output mein you just have added. That in between, if you are not able to learn something, you just pass it on. So the same thing, that if you have more and more layers, vanishing gradient and other things are going to play role. So it's better to have residual connections in between. And what is this normalization? I just have said, in order to somehow manage the covariate shift. They have applied a layer, normalization layer. Fine. So let me show that something will go in. You will learn the multi-head attention. Then it will pass it on, and it will have an residual connection as well as batch normalization. Finally, you will get an output over here, which will be fed to a one single feed forward neural network. What type of feed forward neural network? I just have shown. It's going to be a simple, fully connected type of network in which probably you can have things like these fully connected things and so on. And once you are your individual embeddings that you got after feed forward thing, you get that, you forward it, pass it on to your add and normalization layer, which is again a residual connection as well as a batch layer normalization. Okay, so that is one encoder, single encoder. If you remember, that is that we are having so many encoders. This is encoder number one. This is encoder number two. That's encoder number three. And in this way, you have, n such encoders. So if you have n such encoders over there, yeah. So if you have n such encoders over there, why it's charged? I don't know. Let me see. No, it's charged. Oh, which one is okay? So if it is encoder, so one encoder is this. And what is this one encoder? That's actually being shown over here. Let's have one or two questions if you want to ask. Don't worry. आप पूछ सकते हैं. You're able to listen. Yes.
Yeah. So can you explain the multi-head part once again, please? So I understood until QKV, but later I missed some part.
Yeah, which one? Which part? Can you say it
The
again?
multi-head attention part. Where are the
Multi-head
heads?
attention. Yeah. Multi-head attention part is very simple. Multi-head attention part is that. What is your name, madam?
Stravanti.
Pavandeep. Sorry.
Stravanti.
Avanti. Yeah, Avanti. The point is that Avanti, when when he started to talk to me, she her faculty members, he has a different set of parameters. When you talk to your brother, you have a different set of parameters. When you talk to your mother, you have a different set of parameters. So instead of that, if I say, Avanti, no, you are not allowed to learn any other parameters. You have to behave in the best possible way to each and everyone, the way in which you are talking to me, then you will not be happy. You will not be happy. Why? Because you have to talk to your brother in the same way. You are a faculty member or a student, Avanti?
I'm a student.
A student. So assume that we have got some married person, and if I say that you have to talk to your husband in the way you used to talk to your faculty members, it will be very painful. They say, no, I don't talk in that way. Aap apne husband se you are going to talk in a very different way, and your faculty members, yes sir, okay sir, thank you sir. And if that is the case, then what is going to happen? You will not be properly generalized. Your relationships will not be properly generalized because individual person or any word is not going to have one simple single type of relationship. Every word is going to have a complex web of relationships. And that is the thing our network is somehow trying to learn. But instead of allowing it to learn more different heads, we say that no, only allowed to use one. Then it will try to learn one head, in which sometimes he becomes even angry with his faculty members. Even angry with the faculty member. Why? Because everything is going to happen. Everything is going to happen, and because of that, instead of learning 5 heads, if you only learn 1 head, then all the 5 heads, their aggregation is somehow going to be learned, which means that for certain amount of data, your behavior may not be very good. For some, maybe very in between type of behavior. So every time you wanted to learn an average behavior, if it is only one type of head, I allow you. Instead of that, I said that, okay, I allow you 5 different heads, not 50. Because if I give you 50 heads, it also, it's just like, Ravan having how many, 100 or 10 heads. So 10 heads, it was learning good things. I mean, if he has 100 heads, so it may started to confuse कि कौन से head में क्या रखा था. Then it becomes much more context switching, when to use what. And with more number of heads, more number of parameters, more amount of data, more amount of training. So there has to be a trade-off between one head and more than one head. Is that okay, Avanti? You understood the concept first.
Yeah, concept wise, I am fine, but
Now,
I'm
now let us
confused.
see. Wait.
about how-
Don't worry. Wait. So now, now this is one word. This is Avanti. She is trying to learn relationships. And its relationship with this is in green. And that is, by the way, her one mode. Maybe you assume your mode. This is one mode. This is your second mode. This is your third mode. So green is actually giving me, suppose that this guy, these 3 matrices, this is green. Let me write. This is green. This is red. And this is blue. So these are 3 different heads you are trying. When you are, okay, so when you can classify it, when you are angry, when you are okay, when you are, sorry, when you are angry, when you are okay, when you are sad, something like this. So you wanted to give yourself this liberty that if I learn red head when I am really angry, I will behave in this way. So this word with this red behavior learned that I am having good relationship with this guy and this guy. जब आप गुस्सा होते हैं तो ये 2 लोगों से आप बात कर लें, ये बुरा नहीं मानेंगे आपकी बात का. Probably so that's why you are having more weight to them. Then when you are green, you wanted to talk to this guy. And when you are blue, you wanted to talk to this guy. मम्मी से बात करेंगे, मेरा मूड खराब है, अभी तो सिर्फ मम्मी से ही बात हो सकती है. So if I allow you these 3 modes, your representations learning can be better. We have given you more liberty. Now, even if I give you 1 head or 2 head or 3 head, if I give you any 1 head, your representation is going to be learned as a single value. So when I give you this red thing, you will be learned as Z1. Z1 is the only single value which is coming out. By the way, how you have got this Z? Let me go back to your self-attention thing. So I take your Q value and I'm talking about red. I'm taking your Q value. How? Using the WQ but red matrix. And others, I am taking the WK red and find out this, not these multiplications. You understand, from this you will get your Q and you will get your K, and then you do the KT and then you multiply, then you apply softmax and divided by under root DK and then multiplied by value of your red thing. Is that okay, Avanti? And that is why how you are getting Z1. Yes or no, Avanti?
Okay, so does that mean I'll have multiple essay blocks?
Yes, so you are having multiple as within essay. You are saying, yeah, so that's true. This is 1 essay block, this is 2nd essay block, this is 3rd essay block, and that is why it is a multi-head attention, multiple essay block. And each essay block is going to give you 1 Z1.
Right.
The only problem was that you are only interested, so Avanti is only 1, Avanti cannot be 3. So how can we get out of 3 Z1, Z2, Z3 one single thing? We concatenate all of them and apply certain layers and then reduce it to 64. That is your final representation. Is that okay?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Got it. Thank you. Yes. So this is also done. And this is also, yeah. Anyone else can ask a question if you have any question. Yes, no. Huh? Okay, good. If there is no question, I'm going towards, one important thing that I missed, I didn't have covered, that is